Hey guys, I'm Andy and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and crazy related today. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe, be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I have a collab with the lovely DW at Dub's Beauty Diary. And this is based on another creator's project. Everything will be in the description box as always. But this is the makeup look that we will be doing together. Crazy, I know, avant-garde for me. So if you want to see how we got here, let's get on into it. Hi, you will have already seen the finished look in the intro, but this was originally done by Andy at Andy Does Stuff. Everyone I talked about will be listed in the description box. Sorry for traffic sounds. Blazmer's in his window. But this is just where you take a look that you found from Instagram and you're going to recreate it. That is the gist of it. DW at Dub's Beauty Diary and I have picked each other's looks out to recreate based off Andy's original Crazy Makeup Challenge. So this is the photo that DW picked for me. I have the photo on my iPhone down here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I apologize if that bothers you. The Beaute is the best way I'm going to be able to pronounce that, is who did this photo. I already did my base. So I did a very heavy bronzer, did a very heavy contour bronzer on my nose. I highlighted in areas. We're gonna do a dark brow. I do my brows after I do my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna do a dark brow. The palettes that I'm gonna use, I pulled out Jeffree Star Blue Blood for the blues because it's the palette I'm working on, and I've really zoomed in on this photo, and to me it doesn't look like it's black in that darkest area. It looks like it's a really, really dark blue. So I'm gonna go with that. Like, if I don't get it spot on, it is what it is. That's fine. For the red, I'm gonna go with, this is the Morphe and Avani Gregg for the Bebs palette. Because I didn't want, I'm working on one of the hydroliners, so I just have this in my palettes I'm working on. And I was like, this is a red knit. I'm thinking I'm going to use probably a combination of like the reds there. I figure that could work. Let's see, and then for inner corner highlight and the brow bone highlight, it's like a white gold. And let me see. Let me just grab out my because I think I'm just going to need to get out a highlighter. So to me, this is giving the inner corner highlight and what's on the lips. And then the brow bone highlight is giving the highlight that I did on the face. Which I don't even normally do brow bone highlight, but it's fine. Which for that I used, everything else that's on my face is always listed in the description box. But for the face highlight, I used the Milani Dolce Perla, so I'll leave those out for when we get there. Oh, this is going to be a wild ride. So let's go ahead and just try. That's all we can do. Milani eye primer, as I do. Skadoosh. And that was the whole point of this, is to just put us out of our comfort zones and do something that either in a color we don't normally do, in a style you don't normally do. So let me see. I'm going to start with a super light blue. And I'm going to go in with I'm Cold. And I'm not going to go up all the way. I'm really going to keep that in my crease. I have to do a brow bone highlighter, which is wild. But see, the brow bone highlight is really only at the tail. This is such an interesting look. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to run this in here, and worst case scenario, we cover it up with other things. And it goes up so high, which is fine. Like, I'm used to doing a tail, but... And I'm just going to use this to kind of map out a little bit, because the tail is also that red. Okay, we're just going to leave that there. And that light blue is also on the lid. Okay. So I'm going to take the other side of this brush, and I'm just going to bring it down. Bring it around town. So it's just like the center of the eyelid is where this color is. So if you didn't know why I'm working on this Jeffree Star palette, it's in my Doju pan, my Battleship project pan. And you should definitely go check that project out. Because I'll be doing an update very soon. I don't know if when I'm posting this, like when we're posting. So you might have seen that update already. It's giving like reverse halo eye now that I'm sitting here doing it. Because we're gonna just stick this in the middle and go like this. And I'm just kind of trying to build up that color because I want it to be seen. So there's that blue. So now, on a smaller brush, I'm going to start with Cremated, and I'm going to see. I might need to also dab into Undertaker, but that's on the inner. I'm going to start with the inner corner, and then we're going to... So, I'm going to start with this kind of brush. So the inner corner is just... circles. I need my smaller mirror. My handheld mirror. I'm so sorry. Why did I pick up this brush? What am I doing with my life? It is also 8 in the morning when I'm filming this, so... Yeah, because we gotta leave room for red. No, I actually think that shade's a really good blue compared to the photo. Which is sweet, because I'm really trying to hit pan on Cremated. I think I brought it in a little too far, but we're gonna make it work. And actually, I think I'm gonna just take care of the inner corner first, and then we'll, because I'm scared. I'm scared of the outer, that wing that we're gonna do. So I feel like it's a mix of these two reds. Okay, give me this. Okay, give me some pigment. That's the lighter red. I think I still have some of that darker red on the brush. Let me just color switch it. Because I think that darker red is way too dark. That was Clown, so we're just going to go into You Mad. And stamp it on. Yeah, I think You Mad is the way to go. I would never pair red and blue together like this. Like this. Okay. So now for the innermost. Well, no. I guess we'll do highlight last. Because we'll do lower lash line last. What do I want to do? I guess I didn't need that brush. I'm not going to need that brush. Not going to need that brush. What do I want to do? The outer. I might use this brush to do that line with. Let me put that down. And it really just is. Oh, I'm so nervous. And we just gotta commit. And it like... There we go. I messed up just a tiny bit there, but... And now I'm just gonna make it a little more dark. And then, so it looks like the lighter blue touches it. Because the red's on the other side. And then we'll have to fade. Not that brush, this brush. So we're just gonna take some highlight and I think I need a fluffier brush. You guys are coming along with me for this ride. Probably should have left more of a space open for that. And honestly, it's a little bit of blue. So I'm going to add a little bit of cullinan. See, I feel like this is almost too fluffy of a brush. Give me the highlight. Oh, that's getting powder everywhere. And then a little bit of cullinan. Oh, I actually think that did it. I think that did it, guys. Took us a second to get there, but I think we did that. And I'm just gonna go. Oh geez. Let's not. Put the blue back right there. And then we go back into then I could even fix my line. Oh, look at that. So now go into the red. Which put the red. Okay. So we have a more red line because the red's also blended out. So I'm just going to leave that there because we'll blend that out. Lower lash line. So real fast. We got to do we gotta do a blue line. We gotta do a red line beside it, and then everything else is just blended. Once we have this done, then everything else is just blending. Boom. And that's as straight as I'm gonna get it. So now we're gonna take a little bit of the dark blue. I've never worked so hard on a look, I swear to Jeebus. And then we're going to take the light blue. Okay. That's that inner corner. On this side, this blue blood palette is done for this eye. God. Then red. Honestly, where's... So sorry for sirens. Taking that red. Just blending it out. And then literally, I think I'm going to just take some setting powder. Just to sharpen it. And then all we have left to do for the eyes, besides like the extra finishing touches, is that inner corner. Okay. Not a good brush for it. Didn't need either of those. Just gimme my fingy. I think that's as good as we're getting. So, I am going to go do this on the other eye. I will be adding red to the waterline. I'm going to try to do a red mascara. I'm going to put my black mascara in my brows, and then I'll come back and we can do the lips together. So it'll be just a moment for you guys, but it's going to be like another 30 minutes for me. Okay, so other eye, done. Red waterline. I used a lip liner. It hurt. Didn't like that. Red mascara from using a Hydra liner. It worked, but I don't know if I'd do it again. Like, the avant-garde look, like, I'll get over now that the whole look is done. Like, it is what it is. This I didn't love. Look what happened, though. Hit pan on the highlighter. So that's very cool. So now we're going to do the lips. And I think, because I'm going to need to do shadow on the lips, is what I think is going to just be best. To just do the same exact colors that we did on the eyes. Oh, that was like a John Cena. Didn't like that. So I'm just going to put glitter glue on the lips. Blazemere, don't even. Because I don't have like a lip primer. And maybe this isn't the best way to do this. I've never done this. So we're going to start with the dark lines. So I'm going to go into cremated. I want to hit pan on it so bad. And then it looks just a little bit... So there, I think that's... Maybe there's a little bit more. Okay, so there's cremated. I don't know where to set this because it's garbage. Okay. And now I'm going to work my way backwards. We're going to do the red. I'm sorry, I'm not talking much. It's just... This takes a lot. It doesn't help I have tiny lips. And honestly, I might even add just a hint. Just a hint. Of that darker red. Can't do it in the camera. Okay. Because the rest of that's going to be the white shimmer. So actually, I'm going to make more of cremated this way. Because then we have the light blue. And then the white shimmer, I would assume. I can't see the other half of the photo, but... Let's go into the light blue. I've never put powder on my lips like this. Sorry. That was Ian calling. He's coming home to come grab spaghetti. So, but there's the blue. So I can put that back. Then, so just to show you guys, I made a pretty good dent on both shades. And then, there you go. For this side, I'm going to do just, because since we did a mix of the Milani highlight and Cullinan, I want to also do that mix. For this side of the lips. Feel like that's only fair. Getting a nice big dip on Cullinan. Okay, there's that side. I think it's safe to say I can put the palette away now. I can put the highlight away. And then we just got this guy, which I don't know if this is going to pick up on a brush. Didn't want to before, but we'll see. Don't you cover up my pan. So I think, oh, Ian's here, 1 second. So I showed Ian the photo of what it was supposed to look like. Blazemere's on Demon Time, so now you're going to hear bags, you're going to hear craziness. But the only critique he had was that the lips aren't angled. Which, like, they started off angled, but they're not anymore. To be fair, what angle would they have been with? Because in the photo, you see the one eye and the angled lips. I do think, because I did a whole face, they should be more centered. And they are more centered. So I like the lips, how they are. But it is a good critique. I think overall, I did a good job. I think I did. This was a lot. Hi, Blazemere. Rawr. He's looking at me like, hello, you look wild, because I do. I don't know if I'd do the Hydroliner mascara again, but, like, it did turn out. I do have red lashes, so I guess maybe if I needed colored lashes again. I think the black brows turned, like, they're not quite as dark, but, like, they're darker than my brows normally, and that turned out really nice, actually. But I think overall, I did what I needed to do here. Now the question is, do I film absolutely any other videos with this makeup look? Or do I take it off and do another makeup look? That is the question. But I'm very excited to see how DW does her look. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that this was entertaining for you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.